this session, we're on Go, which stands for Japan Go. We're going to be going through Japan. It's a beautiful country with a lot of things to see. There's a lot of cultural and things like shrines and different castles. We're going to be going through, I believe, 5 different cities. Mostly we're going to be standing at Tokyo and Kyoto for about 4 days each. Our trip is going to start in Tokyo and also in Tokyo. The whole flight is going to be about at least 12 hours. There might be a little bit delays between because it's multiple flights. You're going to start in Tokyo, where you can spend a couple days kind of accommodating and looking around. There's a lot of different districts. It's a very busy city. Next, we're going to be going to Matsumoto, where you can see Matsumoto Castle, which is one of the biggest historical places in Japan. Then through Takayama, we're going to go to Kanazawa, which is the biggest point of our trip because we go around very romantical trip for 2, and Kanazawa is where we're going to have a cherry blossom festival, which is extremely romantic, and you'll have plenty of time to sightsee. Next, we're going to be going to Kyoto, which is a very big holiday place. You have Mountain Fuji there, and a very big lake that we're going to be traveling across. We're going to be spending there 4 days, so it's going to be amazing. Later on, we're going to go back to Tokyo, where you can visit a couple other districts, and that will be the summary.
David. So, as he said early on, we're going to be sitting there. We're going to be arriving in Tokyo at the Narita Airport, where we will be met by our tour guide. Here, we'll be given our Tokyo passports, transport card, which will allow us to move freely among the bullet trains, the buses, subway systems. From there, we'll be transferring to a hotel in one of the more modern districts of the city, and where we'll be having dinner at a local restaurants. Sorry, I'm not that great at speaking in front of groups. Our second day there, it's going to be a lot of sightseeing and a full day tour of the city. We'll have the opportunity to take a cruise down the Sumida River, followed by a walk through Tranquil Garden, only a few minutes walk from one of its bigger shopping districts, and we'll be able to start seeing some of the cherry trees start to blossom, since we'll be getting there earlier on in the blooming season. Later, we'll visit some of the shrines and have the last stop of the day at Shibuya Crossing, regarded one of the busiest pedestrian intersections in the world, which it is said to have upwards of 1,000 people converging on that point at any given time. Day 3, we'll be getting an early start to travel to Matsumoto Castle, which will take about 3.5 hours. Upon arrival, we'll be visiting the castle, which is one of the remaining original castles that was built there, and possibly one of the most iconic landmarks. The rest of the day will be free for everyone to do as they wish. Day 4, we'll take a bus ride to Takayama, charming little town. Sorry. Established in the 16th century, castle was established by the Kanamori family and is known for being one of the oldest towns in the area, and filled with preserved inns, tea houses, shops, merchant houses preserved from those times. But we'll have the opportunity to explore Takayama's old quarter, where we can wander around the shops and visit the sake distillery and sample said sake from it. And that night we'll enjoy a classic Japanese meal at the inn we'll be staying. Next day we'll have the opportunity to have an early start, explore the town's market stalls, which get fresh produce from the surrounding farms. Later, we'll be able to travel to the outskirts of town to a outdoor museum comprising 30 or so farmhouses from earlier time periods, rebuilt for everyone to see. Day 6, we'll travel to Kanazawa, where we'll be able to see one of the more impressive Japanese gardens, located opposite of the Kanazawa Castle. And this should be a good time to arrive there because, off of schedules that we've gotten a hold of, the cherry blossoms in the garden, the cherry trees in the garden should be in full bloom around this time. We'll also have an opportunity to explore older temples and one of the houses from a family that resided there earlier in its history. The next few days we'll spend in Kyoto, which is known for its cultural centers and the many shrines that it has in the area. First, and upon arrival, we'll embark on a walking tour of some of the listed temples and some of the shrines. Days 8 and 9, visit one of the Buddhist temples, also known as the Golden Temple, which forms part of the historic monuments, which is one of the historic monument listings of the UNESCO listings and part of the ancient Kyoto World Heritage Sites. After we tour the temple, and on the last day while we're in Kyoto, everyone will have the opportunity to spend time freely, travel the city, and use the included Japanese rail pass to take a trip up to Himeji to see one of its listed castles and one of its largest listed castles, or for those that are historically inclined, to even pay a visit to Hiroshima to visit one of the nuclear bomb droppings. Days 10 and 11 we're going to be spending at the base of Mount Fuji. When we're there, we're going to have the opportunity to explore the surrounding areas, some more of the rural parts. Also, one of the benefits at this time, with Mount Fuji being surrounded by cherry blossoms, they too should be in full bloom. Days 12, 13, and 14 we'll be back in Tokyo, which will give us the opportunity to sit there, wind down, pack up, and also explore the city, spend free time, possibly go souvenir shopping for those who are inclined to take something back with them to the States. And so,
One more.
so yeah.
Okay. So my name's Taylor. So some things that you'll need to bring on the trip is definitely pack light as we travel around a lot. Definitely bring a lot of slip-on shoes. And for Japan, it's kind of interesting. You don't really need any shots to go to Japan, but we do recommend you get hepatitis A, hepatitis B, tetanus, all those kinds of shots. And I get them 4 to 6 weeks before arrival. So go fix that.
Breakdown.
So for the breakdown, every day we kind of have a meal plan of just like $52. Some days we'll spend all of that, some days we won't. Flight's about $3,000, and we stay in multiple hotels over the trip. The ones that are more expensive are like in Kyoto and Tokyo, more popular places. Our total came out to be $6,779. So for Japan, it's about $102 per US dollar, which is kind of interesting. And there's our calendar, it's pretty busy. And then with the administrative fee, it was $542, and then refer a friend takes off $677 for a grand total of $6,643.